Satsuki looking for that damage, finds him on the Diablo. Diablo forced to back out as their health drops low. The Immortal now is at 25%
Back down,
here.
Yo on the Greymane, gonna be the first to fall. But is it ETC? No, that's Malthael up there, a triple.
Leyline used in the back, catching 3 people on top. That followed up by the APOC and the lurking on. Catching 2, but this time on is gonna be the first one.
Wow, did you see that mosh pit? 4-man mosh pit while on a conveyor belt. That was like a regular sushi.
There's the lead, catches him in the mud pit. Time trap does pop. Mosh pit goes out. Ruby's still in trouble. Pops to stay a while and listen, but it's not going to matter.
Here comes the Blowboss on the backside, but he's doing it under. And then stunned. Oh my goodness. The combo.
Getting struck down, ETC getting killed. He becomes dog food for the Greymane.
I didn't think they had a chance. I thought it was all over. We said all or nothing, and they got absolutely everything.
Howdy, welcome to twitch.tv/ElTaquito, your location for all of the best NGS action. Tonight we have Frank's Furters versus Cael'Thas Can't Spell, the famous CCS3. The trash talk has been spoken, the dinners have been halfway eaten, and the drinks just freshly mixed. I'm Taco. I will be your host tonight, and here with me I have the fantastic Prostmine Pat. Pat, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, buddy. How are you been?
I have Chinese food stuck in my teeth, so you know.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
And them some.
Mm-hmm. So tonight, really good matchup coming up. We got done with the picks and bans just a little bit ago, not for the draft, just the maps. And Pat, you want to tell us about those map bans? Do you have them written down? Can you see them?
Yeah. So we have coming up from the side of Frank's Furters. They're banning out Dragonshire. Sure, makes sense to me. And Braxis. Oh, come on. And then on the side of Cael'Thas Can't Spell, they ban out BOE because apparently they don't think it's a map. That's what I think I heard the comment being said. And Curse. I do, each team bans out a 2-lane map. Each team bans out a 3-lane map. So it's not really telling too much. But the side of Frank's Furters picking out Towers of Doom. I'm excited for that. I almost wish it was the Game 3 map, but it's going to be pretty fun anyways.
Yep. So unfortunately, during that time, I still could not get the chicken out from between my teeth. So this is going to be awful. Thank you for that breakdown. So yes, Towers of Doom going to be the first map. Going to be lots of fun. Oh, we're still waiting on someone.
They're waiting for one. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? That's good because that means I can work on this chicken problem.
Yeah. Their 5th is a chicken for not showing up, and you have chicken stuck in your teeth. Yes.
Oh, hi. Hello there. So tonight we are going to be constantly interrupted by the fantabulous Darian Mosnax, high pup of the Ebon Blade. Here he is, everybody. Here's a sneak preview. Once I get another emote unlocked, he will become the next emote on this Twitch channel. So, looks like the teams are ready. Pat, are you ready?
Yeah. I'm ready, man. Absolutely.
Let's watch some murder.
Murder, all up on the murder train.
All right, here
Towers
we go.
Huzzah!
I didn't change my thing. Oops. There we go.
Oh, that's a cute puppy. A menace, but a cute puppy.
Oh, he is absolutely a menace. And Vel coming in to the chat commenting on how we totally did not plan our color coordination.
Technically, it's not red that I'm wearing, but in the lighting, I have bad lighting. It does look very red.
red?
No, it's Starfleet Academy. And I think I'm trying to remember the exact color, but it's like an orangey red.
Interesting.
Like blood. It's like blood orange, but the camera picks it up as red.
Yeah. Would you call it, if you were to choose between red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, black, or white? Or pink?
Oh, like what color would I just say? I would say red.
Okay, now that we've had that settled, Chromie and Zul'jin have been banned. We missed the most important part of the movie, Pat, because you won't stop talking and turn off your cell phone.
The most important part is always the trailers and where they come in features.
So, Zul'jin has been really strong in the meta lately. He didn't get touched in this last patch, but the one before that, just huge buffs.
Yeah.
Chromie got nerfed in this last patch. Still a very strong contender in choke points, in area control maps, just a huge menace to deal with. As we've seen Malfurion recently, one of the big winners coming out of this patch with that sleep at level 1 has become devastating to play
menace.
against. And Cassia,
Yeah.
for about, what, 3-6 months now, Cassia's been top tier?
Yeah, yeah, easily that. Yeah, if she's not picked, she's banned. She's always in the conversation.
Yep, so-
That auto attack damage, the blind, yeah.
Diva first pick on Towers of Doom. What do you think so far about these 5 heroes that we've seen?
I mean, okay, ETC. Yeah, Diva first pick. That's an aggressive pick to start with. She can slip into the 4-man, but if you're picking a Diva off laner that early, it does kind of leave it open to a challenge for an equally devastating double soaker. But Diva's really good at interrupting anybody who can double soak with her Qs and stuff. It's
being able to disrupt those rotations are huge. Also, a lot of divas will just sit there and push 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 my buttons. ETC and Brightwing, a potential for a stage dive. Is that an offlane ETC? I don't know. I don't know the Frankfurters team makeup. I don't know if that's the tank or not.
Yeah,
And they could switch
it's been
around.
a while since I've seen it, but it's definitely something that's really good. You wouldn't necessarily see a double soaking, so that might be like, okay, like if Diva is the challenge, that you just make sure that your ETC is ready for the engage is ready.
Yeah, but that's a potential for 2 globals, which I really like seeing on this map. Joanna and Tychus coming in, pretty top tier, basic stuff. Like to see it. Anduin going out as the ban. Joustin, I'm glad you're coming back, and you keep coming back. It makes me happy that you're having a good time here. Good to see you. Cassia has been top tier for years. People just slept on her. I would slept on her too if I had the chance. So good insight coming in from Joustin. And the
CCS
ban.
doesn't want to, or Cael'Thas Can't Spell, doesn't want to see yet another global with that Falstad ban. I was about to say, like, let's get Falstad, let's get Deathwing,
And
let's get
Dahaka.
Dahaka.
I was gonna say Dahaka, but they picked him
Ah,
too soon.
yes, okay, all right, okay. You know what? I like this. I like this.
This is gearing up to be a crazy game for Frank's Furters.
Yeah, who am I missing? Deathwing? What's another global? Or is that it? What's another big one? I must be missing something.
Help us out in chat because we're stupid.
Illidan.
Illa
Let's give me-
don't. Illa do dad. Phoenix?
You know,
Phoenix?
oh, with the
space
planet
laser?
cracker. Yeah, the meme cannon. Yeah.
But that lasts longer than the Artana stuff. I don't count the Artana stuff as a global because
Yeah. The sky beam. Yeah.
Lily, a really popular pick coming out of this last
Ooh.
patch as well in Rexar. So, Pat, as we're going into the swap round, we got a few seconds. What draft are you liking?
I mean, you know what? They have so much control on the side of Frankfurters, and I really do like this triple global. They don't need to worry about double soaking. They can honestly just split up, soak, and then whenever the objective's up, they can just kind of collapse on the other team. So I'm really excited about that. So yeah, I would say probably the comp side of Frankfurters. I'm even gonna bet on it. So I'm on the inside.
Oh yeah, you can bet. So speaking of betting, as I go to the wrong screen, the first prediction, which channel or which choice will have fewer points? Only one wager was made, so unfortunately no points get awarded. However, new prediction is up. Which team takes game 1? Say that 20,000 times fast. And
I cannot.
So yes, Frank's Furters versus CCS3. Cael'Thas Can't Spell. I really like the creative draft coming out of Frank's Furters, but I like the simplicity coming out of Cael'Thas Can't Spell. And given that he can't even spell his name properly, I think they need the simplicity. So,
Right.
Pat, if you don't mind, would you run us down the blue team?
The blue team. So on the side of Frank's Furters, we have Indecisive on the Dahaka, Davey Jr. on that Brightwing, DJ Cold Cuts on Rexstar, Dailying Pig on the ETC, and is that Boggs? Yeah, Boggs on the Raynar. That's Frank's Furters.
And in the red trunks, we have Michelin, Michaelin on the Kerrigan, Ulysses on Diva, Crushinator on Tychus, the Dwarf on Joanna, Eric Elric on the Lily. That is your team. Cael'Thas Can't Spell. This is C, and I thought I had that changed. Thanks for the heads up. I changed it on the starting soon screen, but not here. That's awkward. No, I changed it in the title, but not here.
Oh, Diva Mech is being traded out for the ETC.
I'll take that trade.
I
Mongoose
take that
probably.
trade. Yeah. Mongoose bumper sticker. I take that trade. Yeah, what is it? Mongoose 2024? I take that trade. Absolutely. Yeah,
Oh my
Joe camping in the
goodness.
bush. Here comes Dwarf. Yeah, Dwarf with the blind. He's just going to counter this rotation and deny the soak for the bottom lane. ETC is going to have to be forced even to engage on this. Maybe they get a kill out of it. And oh, Boggs does get away. But yeah, they fully denied that bottom lane soak. So they're at level 2s now.
Cael'Thas Can't Spell definitely ahead on that
Can't
trade.
soak.
No one dies there, but
No, but-
coupled with the half a kill for a full kill early on, CCS3 looking in good shape. Going ahead and getting their camp. They're going to be able to go ahead and get in position to contest the Frank's Furters camp.
Yep. Yeah, and right now ETC is probably going to struggle a little bit with that Kerrigan Johanna combo, so not going to be able to really contest and block out that. So yeah, they're going to be able to invade that camp.
Then a half kill.
Misha does go down.
Yeah,
Another
half kill pickup for Cael'Thas Can't Spell. So
There goes the carry.
Ooh.
But
But
so does
another
the
trade for the ETC. This beef is always for dinner. Crushinator looking low. Crushinator gonna fall. Brightwing looking for the in trails. They're easy to get to because Tychus wears no shirt. Put that away, Tychus. Nobody wants to see that. The dwarf half held. Elric as well. Look, CCS3 looking in bad shape coming out of that fight after a really strong start. Frank's Furters starting to get caught up and now ahead on the XP.
Yeah, and honestly, it might actually work out a little bit better that when they have this saplings wave pushing in, it might be closer in time to get more pressure on that bottom lane so they can control the objective. We'll have to see. But, oh, too far up maybe. Maybe I'm calling my shots a little too far ahead. There it is. There it is. Okay, I'm all right with it. I was like, what is that, 230? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you don't wait for the timer, that's what happens, right?
Yeah, exactly. No, it's going to, yeah, it's going to collapse on that wall, and it might be just enough time that they can collect on it. Kerrigan is going to come down to try to close in on the Boggs. Boggs is pretty far out there, so the ETC is looking for an engagement on anybody who wants to take out a Rainer. Tyka's probably the one that wants to take out the Rainer the most, but that's only because of the lore.
I was gonna say, doesn't he like actually stab Rainer in StarCraft? But Rexar getting
I believe so, but Rainer does get the last.
Gets the channel interrupted. Dahaka and Diva do trade down up top, down under in the top lane. Look,
down under.
First round, get over it. You keep going down, you'll end up on top. And so yeah, Frank's Furters ends up picking up this altar in the bottom lane, able to keep CCS3 poked out enough that Rexar is able to get the channel. I believe that was the Rexar.
Yeah, yes it was.
I have good news for those of you interested. I did get the chicken out from my teeth, and it took, it was 2 pieces.
Oh, that's that was the plot twist.
Yeah, the first one, I was very confused.
Oh,
Brightwing, back where she belongs, in the ground. ETC put out to pasture as well. CCS3 just really, really going for these cow kills. As level 7s have been taken, here is our first real group look at the talents. And as always, chat, let me know what you think. Otherwise, I'm just going to leave them up there. If there's anything worth talking about, we will in before Tychus auto attack quest.
Yeah, Misha was out for blood. Bears are close friends with cows, so got some revenge on the Johanna there. Yeah,
well, I mean, I think Joanna is trying to use ETC to get to the Sacred Cow level.
Oh, there is no Sacred Cow level. I'm sorry to inform you. This just in, there is no cow level.
There is no,
Oh, sorry, I accidentally enhanced the cheat codes for casters right now. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, did you?
No, no. Don't you remember? That's Warcraft 2. There is no cow level as a cheat code.
Is it really? No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Warcraft.
That's in Warcraft 2.
Well, chat, correct me or look it up.
Because the cow level was in Diablo 2.
Yes.
Diablo 3 said there was no cow level, so I would believe that in Warcraft
but I think
that would be a cheat code.
Yeah, Warcraft 2 had a joke about Diablo's cow level.
I do like the how they'll do like they'll break the fourth wall with references and stuff.
Oh, for sure. I mean, WoW broke the fourth wall a little too much, and it kind of got obnoxious.
I don't know. I like
create your own
Harrison Jones,
IP.
but Dahaka, liking that health bar, gonna drop down, consume his essence. Brightwing on the channel for the altar, not gonna be able to get the whole thing. Joanna walks in with the flashlight, blinding the Cal, so he can't see his way into the slaughter. Kerrigan trying to get some action. Big stun from Misha. Kerrigan going to get taken down. Big ensemble coming out of the lead, but not quite enough. Raynor finishing her off. Poor Kerrigan, why did you have to turn? 10 health on the Crushinator, turning into 0. We got the lore here. I've never even played the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Rexar picking up another bottom altar. That's going to now be a 8-point lead for Frank's Furters. Cael'Thas Can't Spell and Casters Can't Math.
Absolutely. And apparently Diva can't booster her bomb in the right direction. I think it probably would have gone a little bit differently, but I think there was just a misclick at the very beginning of that where she launched her mech bomb back behind her own wall. I think that's just...
Is that what happened?
A shame.
Maybe,
yeah, like
maybe
yeah,
turned around with an
yeah,
ability
she
or
got
something?
turned around and she Q boosted the bomb, and it just launched it behind the wall. Diva.
Every now and then you blow yourself up. Blow
And
me
you
up.
bunny hop tonight. Okay. Wait, did she take bunny hop?
Micro missile
we haven't done
tomorrow?
a cast.
No, she took micro missile. Speaking of level 10s, we have the level 10s up. Oh, good point. Good call on the animal husbandry. We need to keep an eye on that. I don't see the stacks without pressing tab. I don't know if you see the stacks on it.
Yeah, I'd have to hit tab. I'd have to hit tab myself. Yeah.
Yeah, but that won't show on the screen.
I don't see the stats.
Okay, I know how to look. I'll look in a second. Lily, we get the cups coming out. Pat, would you mind running down the heroics?
These heroics? Yeah.
You got 30 seconds.
So isolation from the Dahaka, Emerald Wind for Brightwing, Unleash the Boars for Rexar.
ETC did not have 30 seconds, however, as Diva finishing off the kill, as there is a bunch of action coming in onto the ETC. There was a, looks like a Tychus dash in. Kerrigan's going to fall. The Diva mech will go down as well. Raynor pushing out the Diva pilot. Diva goes down. That is a full kill on the Diva. Huge fight on an invade of this sapper camp for Frank's Furters, going to come out way in favor of said Frank's Furters, getting probably 2 altars here and extending their lead. Go ahead and finish up those heroics.
Absolutely. Yeah, so the last 2 I didn't get to. So Mosh Pit for the dearly departed EGC, and Hyperion going up for the Raynor.
Is it bad that I
do you want me to
immediately
cover both sides, or just...
Yeah, but is it bad that I immediately thought dearly defarted? Am I a 3-year-old, a 10-year-old?
That, you know what your audience comes here for, and it's for defarted jokes.
It counts as a taco joke too, right? Potentially.
Yeah, I think you need exclamation farted, and then in your Twitch stream. No, but it assigns someone in chat and accuses them of farting.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure that out.
Yeah. I'll tell Val, the mod. She's got to work on that.
Right.
And then the other heroics, we got Laser Drill for Tychus, Ultralisk for Kerrigan, Blessed Shield, Marco Missiles, and yes, you called it, the cups were used, but the cups has such a short cooldown. It's almost not heroic.
It's definitely not heroic. Water Dragon or bust. Tychus sliding in onto the Raynor, but gets disrupted by the ETC. There goes the Laser Drill, and a melting ETC. ETC always in the wrong spot, just trying to be tender for his team, but Lily and Kerrigan and Joanna go down, so maybe ETC, it was worth it. Your life does have meaning. You are not just a side of beef. Misha gonna fall as well. Animals stick together. Someone call PETA. But there's not a whole lot left to prosecute.
You know what? I would ask ETC what his opinion is on the fight, but I would say it was a moo point. No? Okay.
It was, it was...
I would like to comment. I would like to comment that ETC has died a lot, but except for that first fight where they only got the mech kill, I think every time ETC has died, they have gotten at least 1 or 2 kills in favor for them. So the ETC life matters because it's worth it. It's worth it for the exchange.
The next altar going over to Frank's Furters early on. Not a whole lot of contention coming out of CCS3. You're right. Oh, so let's take a look at this. That wasn't the button. Let's take a look at this animal husbandry. 900 health and counting. Coming on the Rexar. I believe he is the 3 button, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Emerald Wind used from the Brightwing, going to help defend that fort that isn't quite up yet, so more looking to get that separation. Kerrigan going off onto the Misha, but not going to get the kill. An Ultralist charge followed up with the jump from the Kerrigan. Still not going to find home. Dwarf walking out about a fifth of his health. Lily trying to keep him up. And right now, Frank's Furters just looking to hold this fort, maybe get some sappers across the lane. The next altar is the 3-split altar, so they will have restricted a little bit of access to this middle altar. Misha does go down while this sapper camp is getting picked up. Joanna walking in, decides better of it, and Boggs with the shotgun to the dwarf at the sapper camp for the board game.
For the board game, boys and girls.
Board games are these things that we used to play before the internet.
I have a giant box of board games right beside me right now. That
I had to get rid of most of my board games because.
Well, that was kind of why I got it.
Yeah, I was sad.
He's moving, and he's like, I can't bring crates of board games.
And 3 sappers get across all at the same time. Well defended on the side of Frank's Furters. Now, if only they could defend their ETC like that.
Oh, he goes down. Has ETC used his mosh?
I have yet to see a mosh pit.
Yeah, not even a failed
but
start,
the threat of mosh pit is just as strong as the mosh pit itself.
Do not
That's true.
disappoint me.
It's true. Because if the music's really loud, you can lose your hearing. So, that's the thing.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
so far,
they're
that
gonna
animal husbandry value really strong. ETC walks in, surrounded by 4 of them. This is going to be a dead ETC. Diva Bomb goes out, gets pushed out by
Good
the Emerald
Emerald.
Wind. Unfortunate timing there for Ulysses. But
yeah, I was wondering about that Emerald Wind pick, and I think that was maybe just that was the disengage on the Diva Bomb. But yeah, good value out of that.
yeah, the
They didn't pick it. They didn't pick the shrine.
get it. Is that going to be the game? That's the game over to
game.
Frank's
Oh,
Furters.
no.
GG. How did that altar not get picked up?
I wish
After
we had
that
replay.
disengage?
Yeah.
What?
I thought Cael'Thas grabbed it. What happened? What happened?
What?
That was someone who queued up a move command and didn't realize they hadn't collected it. That's what happened.
Wow, so here we are on the stat screen. Well played by Frank's Furters. That feels bad, though. Oh, that feels bad for CCS7.
Yeah.
Looking
they had
for
only 3 points left. Yeah.
looking for a comeback for Cael'Thas Can't Spell to take us to a game 3. But looking at this game 1 stat page, what do you see? What do you like? What don't you like?
Let's look at the death count. Oh, ETC 6 deaths, but
that's a lot of
5
beef.
assists. But we got 5 assists, and I believe all those assists were posthumously rewarded. So they definitely get the value out of that. If you look at that, like damage, it's like Tychus, Raynor, Kerrigan, it's the StarCraft 2 campaign all over again. Yeah, that animal husbandry. I don't know what the stacks finished for that by the end of it, but the Rexer, I think, was probably like one of the defining things that allowed them to get those wins, because Kerrigan was going down pretty hard every time that Misha got on top of her. So really well done. 56k damage from Tychus, 47 from Raynor.
Yeah, and I think
XP. Yeah.
I think all of DJ Coldcut's deaths were actually Misha. I do not believe he got his animal husbandry reset.
Yeah. I think it was just Misha only died. I think the 3 times there. I think.
Yep.
But GG's to both sides, but GG's a little bit more to the side that I bet my points on. Woo!
Oh no, I have to give Pat points?
Well, only if anyone dared bet against me. Val had some weird rule about that she's a mod and she can't bet. So I had to hope that somebody else bet.
Isn't that how the prediction thing works?
It is. That's why I can't bet on Bonkai's channel.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright, well, Zool rules, I hope that just one game isn't enough to drive you off. Hopefully you can stay for the next 2 games. I like game 3s, so I'm just manifesting it.
Yeah, I heard that it was like game 3. I'm like, ooh, okay. Someone's calling the shots. Yeah.
Yeah, that is an interesting build. It's a very Misha-focused build. I don't hate it, though. I don't hate it.
Yeah, easy prey, animal husbandry, aspects, boars. Oh, I haven't seen wildfire picked in a while. That's interesting. But she was just up in there, and I think there's a couple of choke points that they
Yeah, I
definitely
think she
value out
got.
of that.
I think she got good value out of it.
Yeah, yeah,
When we all know
Well, 'cause-
Misha's the real hero.
yeah. She's the real MVP. Yeah, real MVP. Yeah. Insert meme here.
Yep. Condensation makes it rain, and drip off of my glass.
Condensation makes it rain.
No, there was an old Bill Nye episode where they were talking about condensation.
Oh.
It was about the precipitation cycle, and the song was like, condensation makes it rain, precipitation makes it rain, evaporation makes it rain. That's all I remember. And my wife.
I only remember the epidermis song.
Oh, I don't remember that one. Do you remember Billy Eat Your Crust?
Billy Eat Your Crust?
Yes.
That rings familiar.
All right, you can join off me. So it looks like,
Shrines.
yeah, we're going to shrines. I don't know who picked it yet. Cael'Thas Can't Spell picked the map.
It looks like Cael'Thas Can't Spell picked it because Team 1 has first pick.
Yeah, so my wife is telling me, go ahead, girl, go ahead, get down, and making me do push-ups. And now with the wireless headset, y'all can hear me sweat through it. Oh, hey, puppy dog. I bet my puppy comes running at me as soon as I get on the floor.
Well, how many of your fuzzy taco lips do I have to spend that you have to do push-ups over Chinese food?
Like while eating the Chinese food?
Yeah,
Oh, that's disgusting.
There's like,
1,
yeah.
2,
There's
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you, Not Bella, for redeeming your fuzzy taco lips. And also my wife being... See, that's not fair. She's double boxing. Alright.
Oh, yeah.
I should ban that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you, wife, for redeeming your fuzzy taco lips. You are the worst. You will be hearing from my lawyer. So, Pat, to answer your question...
Does she always do it after you have food, just to make it a little bit tougher?
Probably. I think she just does it because she likes it when I do things.
Fair enough. What was your question going to be? I'm sorry.
You were asking, how many fuzzy taco lips for something or other.
To make you eat Chinese food while doing push-ups.
Probably a million. I still have things on there that haven't been redeemed, so. It looks like Frank's Furters is ready for next game. We are going to Infernal Shrines. Anything that you would like to see?
This time, if ETC is picked, I want stage dive. But otherwise, I would like to see maybe the Kerrigan pick might be good here again. But I would also like to maybe see some Sonya just to kind of do those camps and stuff. But I don't know these teams well enough to know what's in their meta. So the usual picks.
Yeah. All right, bear with me real quick. You're gonna lose comms for a sec, or sound for a second. Sorry, as soon as I did that, he started burying his head in my elbow, so you couldn't see him. It's like he knew. So sorry about that.
It's okay. I decided to do pantomime.
No, I saw it. You were up there.
Yeah, man.
You were up there.
You got the Zul'jin and the Chromie bands right away.
It's starting to look familiar.
To ban. Yeah.
CCS Wolf, thank you for redeeming your fuzzy taco lips. You ready, Darian? You ready? Dab! Oh, you looked the wrong way. Dab! Dab!
Wow. Look at this repeat of the bands. But it does, in theory, leave up the possibility of Kerrigan. Kerrigan can be a lot of fun on this map if you allow her to, but they did not allow her in the last game, so we'll have to see. Yeah, okay.
There's the ETC.
I don't
again.
necessarily have him stage dive, but he's still
you want to see a little bit more appreciation for the cow. I understand those bands exactly the same. Wolf, I hope those puppy dabs are exactly what you wanted.
I think so. I think it's the highlight of the night, maybe.
Oh, he's happy. He likes the Brightwing. He's like, oh look, a Brightwing. I want the Brightwing. Give
Ooh,
me.
Hogger's
Give me.
Hogger could be really good on this map. Really, really good. The objective clearing, but also like if any good Hogger players out there, there's some really good. I won't tell the secret routes, but there's some angles that you can take that you can rotate from that top to the bottom objective
And scout
super
everything
fast.
in the process, right?
On the way there, yeah,
Which means it
you
takes
take
forever.
the enemy side and you just go flying by. And you check that they're doing their bruiser camp, going from the top lane to the bottom shrine. It's kind of crazy.
So we're seeing another Dahaka come out again, and the Rainer. These teams looking pretty similar, except for the Hogger instead of the Diva. There goes the Rexar band, not wanting to deal with Misha, the real main tank for Frank's Furters last game. But
yeah, yeah, it seemed that way.
What?
Yeah,
I
I don't know if Rexar would have been picked on this, but the fact that they were willing to put him in the 4-man, yeah, it's pretty strong pick to ban away from them. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Rexar would have been really good into the Hogger. He's time out those Misha stuns to stop the spinning.
Potentially respect ban on the Joanna, taking that away from the Dwarf. Joanna pretty disruptive. Still, unfortunately, not quite getting the W, but Joanna is Joanna.
Well, I'm thinking the fact that they took the Brightwing instead of the Lily, and then banning out the Joe, maybe they're gonna go for some more auto and not worry about blind.
Brightwing was on Frank's Furters. Okay.
Yeah, that was last time. So maybe
Crush,
they have some kind of. Oh,
there's the Lily. Hey.
Yeah. What do you put in here? What do you put in here? I would like to see I'd like to see like a Leoric, honestly. Maybe that's too much CC. That's too much CC. I'm just worried about the side. I'm worried about the side of Cael'Thas taking something like that with the Entomb.
Yeah, who do they? They do take the Diva. We're gonna see triple bruiser again. Yeah. Someone mentioned that they like to put Boggs on the hyper carry, but I'm sorry. This is quad bruiser and a Rainer. Thank you, Pat, for the correction.
Yeah.
So we have an ETC, a Dahaka, a Rainer, the best bruiser, and Diva. I'm interested in seeing this no healer comp out of Frank's Furters.
Yeah. Strange flex. Strange
really?
tactic call. Let's see if it pays off. Wait, who's May? Oh.
The Dwarf, to answer your question.
Oh, the Dwarf.
So
the dwarf
really, I like the setup they have with the Gul'dan and the Greymane. I expect to see an Ice Wall, but who knows? I like the global out of the Brightwing. I like the mobility out of Frank's Furters. Let me get this new... Oh, Puppy, no, don't go. Let me get this new prediction up real quick. Oh, Puppy about to... Why are you falling? Bye. Cool. I have a feeling someone just redeemed to give my pet a treat because my wife came over and handed me treats.
Or she's about to. She's calling her shots, yeah.
Just so you know, the camera's over here now. No, I know, but you like to stay out of the shot, so I was... No, you're not. But I know that was something that you would have been concerned about if I didn't tell you.
How many points do I redeem for Val to bring me lemonade? Because I'm parched.
How many points for Pat to get a lemonade? She can bring you a lemonade for free. Pat, would you please run down the blue team while I transfer the scene after the Puppy has received his treat?
Yeah. In blue again, Frank's Furters. Indecisive on the Dahaka. He's very decisive about that pick. Davey Jr. on the Lily. DJ Colcuts couldn't take the Bear, so he's going to take the Diva. Dalian Pig on the ETC again. And Boggs on the Rainer. That's Frank's Furters.
And on the red team, Ulysses on the Hogger, the Dwarf on May, Eric Elric on Brightwing, the true terror of the skies, Michelin on Greymane, and Crushinator crushing it on Gul'dan. Not Vela, thank you for those fuzzy taco lips. Early action going on here in the mid lane. Neither team rotating to the off lane for the soak. Here's a look at those early talents. Gul'dan getting some quick 4 stacks on the corruption quest. Gonna be lots of damage later on. The Dwarf at half health, getting harassed by the D.Va. D.Va chasing in, gonna go ahead and stop because chasing is bad. Okay.
Chasing's for losers. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, again, Dwarf is very aware of what the rotations can look like, looking to interact with that and try to cancel it up. And here comes the big fight. Are we going to get any isolation? The Dwarf is kind of by himself, but the damage is a little bit split, so I think they're all going to be able to get out here.
Yeah, they put a lot of damage into the Mei, allowing Greymane to get out there. Greymane finishing off the mech. Lots of cheers in the chat for CCS. Looking for a reverse sweep in the chat. Looking for a game 3 over here from the caster bench. Just in general, the game 3 I will be unbiased on, but right now, go CCS.
Yeah, for purely academic reasons.
Scientific research, even.
Yeah, yeah.
Dahaka burrowing down to the middle lane. Bush stalking, I should say.
Yeah, yeah. No, he needs to catch up on the soak right now. The Brightwing is doing the offlane soak so that Hogger can get that camp pretty quickly on his own.
While the rest of CCS picking up that bottom siege camp, so they're going to have a decent chunk of camp pressure early, and I'm looking for Hogger to go take that top camp here shortly. If not, go for a steal while we know where all of Frank's Furters is. Ooh, excuse me. Thinking about nowhere. Where all of Frank's Furters are? Is? It's a team,
yes.
So it's is. Hogger going back up, tagging out the Brightwing. Brightwing coming down in on the Crushinator. Crushinator now back to over half health, picking up a lot of damage now, holding Frank's Furters in against this fort wall. Going to be an early advantage, probably. It looks like they're going to hit level 6 a little bit after Frank's Furters hits level 5. Frank's Furters looking, pushing out. They got rid of all of the minions, trying to pressure CCS now. CCS and Frank's Furters both rotating up for this middle shrine.
Yeah, with the XP soak lead, they have level 6s, and they'll probably end up having 7s before this objective is done. So there could be a potential big advantage in the side of Cael'Thas Can't Spell. Hogger getting that camp, try to get that XP soak and get that top lane pressure. And yeah, they're not even worried about grabbing this one. Is this a frozen? Yeah, it's frozen.
It is a frozen punisher. Pat, I do have to share with you, Vel did just bring me a lemonade that I am passing on to you in spirit.
Oh, nice, nice. I appreciate it. Oh, and Greymane is in trouble. He bounces back and forth like a little ping pong ball.
Guys, objectives in the middle lane. What are y'all doing bot?
Yeah, yeah.
Hogger now going
level
hog
7s.
wild in.
Yeah, here comes the D.Va bomb.
Oh, is the D.Va bomb gonna get anything? No, it gets one. Hogger able to clear up
Hogger
everything just
it
in
up
time.
before.
But D.Va going to finish off the objective. That was kinda nutty.
Yeah, I really thought that with the level 7s coming online that Cael'Thas Can't Spell would rotate back in time for that, because they needed that advantage to catch up on the objective, because they were super behind. But,
that was their chance for the fight, unfortunately.
Yeah, but after the Greymane went down, I think that kind of changed their plans. So this Frozen Punisher could be... it does look like it's going down pretty fast. The Crushing Air is melting it pretty fast with this gold dam.
Yeah.
So they didn't get too much out of it, and sometimes a Frozen Punisher can be pretty devastating.
Yeah, the early one's a little hard to get through the fort, but still want to defend it because of that structure disabling characteristic. CCS Wolf in the chat, happy about all of the hoppy doggos. There is a Hogger and a Greymane on the same team. They're just missing the Rhaegar and Darien as well, coming making those cameos. So I think CCS Wolf is very happy. However, ETC also happy as he does trade his life for the Greymane. And if we know nothing about ETC, it's when he dies, so does someone else.
Yeah, yeah. I think if I look at it right now, ETC did get the assist for that. Another posthumous assist.
Another Prostman assist?
Prostman, a posthumous assist. Try to say that one.
Nope.
Nope. Cannot.
Just no.
No, it's only because your mouth is so puckered from the lemonade you stole.
Both. I'm drinking it for you. Live vicariously.
Yeah. For the homies on the inside, let me have this lemonade.
Yeah,
But,
and
yeah,
to the homies on the upside, right?
Yeah, the upside.
The flip
Up
side.
in the, yeah.
So both
What
teams
do
picking
they
up their
call-
siege camp. Frank's Furters picking up this bottom camp, looking really strong again. They are second to level 10. CCS3, sorry, CCS7 is in my division. CCS3 picking up their level 10s. We do have Cursed Bullet, Horrify, Ice Wall. I slowed down on the ice wall, that threw me off. Blink Heal, and I almost said Wandering Keg, but that is a different character. Hortipult.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the icons, okay?
That's fair. That's fair.
Hortipult for the chin, I mean the Hogger. And we do have level 10s out of Frank's Furters. We got Isolation. I did have to check to see if that was Isolation or Adaptation. Jug of 1,000 Lames. Bunny Hop, Mosh Pit, and Hyperion for Frank's Furters. So level 10s online. Next fight should be a good one. A good
Yeah,
one.
absolutely. Yeah, I do think now that the heroics are online for both teams, that it's really going to come down to the potential that if Hogger can really isolate someone with his creative goodies there, right before the Cursed Bullet comes out, they can really isolate someone and delete them really fast. So I think that's what we're going to have to look for. Probably on the ETC because he likes to die, but if they can get the Rainer down, or
You said
the
he likes to
Lily-
stage dive?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. He bites the head off bats, but since the Arthas skin is banned, then he has to settle for Greymane. Yeah. But they do have that top lane still pressuring. The Shaman dies just before he summons another bit of pressure there, so that the
I mean,
the
if
Hawking
you're gonna
gets some
have a
value.
bruiser camp get cleared, that's how you want it to happen. Get
Yeah,
those
in
last
that
couple
order.
of Dalgos. But the objective presence from CCS7 just very disappointing for me right now. Frank's Furters just dominating all of these objectives. I mean, we've only had 2, but the fact that there are 4 on 3 here at this objective, Brightwing and Hogger, basically nowhere to be found for the team, is it's a bold strategy, Pat.
Yeah, it's up there with not collecting the objective when you only have 3 points left on the Towers of Doom. Too soon? No.
So there goes
God.
John Cena from the top rope on to the May. Don't you know it's not okay to beat up girls? But he does stop. He realized his error, starts beating up the structure instead, said, I'm going to tear this mother down.
Yeah, absolutely. And it took the Diva taking the aggro from the tower to the fort, so it's allowing them to get extra value out of this Punisher because they always knew that if they lost the mech, they could get it back. So I think that was pretty interesting. They got a lot more value than you typically would get from the only second objective.
Yeah, getting through the fort, getting this keep wall down. This keep wall gonna be big.
Yeah.
A nice ice wall on top of the Lily and the Rainer. Where is the Blizzard? No, there it is. Just a little bit late, but the Horrify going to send Lily and Rainer in the bad direction. Rainer going down, but the Jug of 1,000 tea leaves coming out with the Bunny Hop. Rainer gonna get out. Oh my lord, the setup was right there. You broke the thermometer in my hand and rubbed it in my hair.
Well, there is a chance still that ETC could die. Yeah, here it comes.
No, because no one on
Diva.
CCS is low enough to get killed in exchange, so ETC can't
That's true.
die.
Yeah, we read the tea leaves from the cups, and they said it can't happen that way. Oh, ETC
nice slide.
does get
And-
the Greymane, but the Greymane has the counter engage.
Yeah, dive back in
escape
on the ETC to help with the escape. Looking for a disengage. There it is. Rainer, Greymane, someone at low health. Jermaine, that's his name. Jermaine Jackson.
Absolutely. Yeah, and they do manage to rotate and grab this camp. Yeah, they're thinking about engaging on this, but no, they're just
Oh,
a
we
little
got a
too
nice
late,
4v4 coming in, but Brightwing's still leaving. Greymane leaving. They don't want this. They have the camp right there. They don't have their Hogger, but this is a good opportunity for them to fight with an advantage. But that Diva Bomb is ready to go. Diva gonna slide out, maybe get healed up. No, we're gonna let the mech fall and get a full health, full Diva Bomb charge. A nice fear onto the ETC. There goes the Blizzard's done. Polly, ETC goes down right after, right before, I should say, Diva gets back into the mech. No exchange this time. ETC, your parking has not been validated as CCS7 is pushing back in. Brightwing not going to have the back interrupted, going to be able to teleport back in on someone, probably no, walking back. What a bold, a bold back with no phase shift ready, and Gul'dan goes down. A late vindication for the ETC. Somebody spoke to the manager.
No, the Dahaka tongue just to grab that Gul'dan. I honestly thought that Gul'dan might get away. He was able to step out of that Diva explosion, and Dahaka was just able to grab him and finish him off. So,
I hate getting tongued when I escape.
Oh my god,
I hate it
feels
so much.
so bad.
Oh yeah.
Like,
oh, you're telling
there's
me.
There's so many other CCs, but that one just feels the worst.
Right? It's all, like,
yeah.
like
violated.
There's so many jokes I can make here, but
right.
We all know that Dahaka likes a good tonguing, and you don't want to be on the receiving side of that, and that's what happened with the Gul'dan.
Well, it's the implication that you worry about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
next objective coming up. This is going to be an arcane Punisher, so it's kind of underwhelming. It's definitely worth fighting over, as they all are. John Cena is a big boy here. And it looks like Brightwing trying to clear up the bot lane and then going to teleport in. Dahaka and Diva not at the objective yet. Diva almost there. This is the time that CCS wants to take a fight. Now it is an even fight. There's the Blizzard. Not going to land on much. But the Bunny Hop goes out. Interrupted for the Q for the dash. CCS7 looking in good shape. Crushinator though looking bad. The Brightwing phase shift not in time. The Ice Wall just a little late to stop the kill on the Crushinator, but ETC goes down, Mosh Pit goes off, catches one, not enough. Phase shift, now it's off cooldown again, able to come in, save the Rainer, give him the shield, but May sliding out with not a whole lot of health to speak of, but Diva also dashing away.
Wow, there it is. Yeah, okay. I was like, there's got to be a bomb ready.
Yeah, but May falling. Yeah. And Frank's Furters just really holding control over this map. So Frenio, welcome to the area.
Yeah, there it goes. Yeah.
Greymane goes down.
Greymane was caught in that bush. He couldn't get anywhere from that.
Body blocking is the best form of CC.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I think that that's one of Diva's greatest values is that body blocking. She can queue up, get in behind you, and just block you from ever escaping.
Yeah, Pat, I got a question for you, completely unrelated. Why
does it seem Chinese food?
No, why does it seem like it's mostly the women that want to make me do push-ups?
I think it's that they don't want to die alone. Yeah, that's a movie reference that is super deep cut that I don't think anyone will get, so it's fine.
And there goes John Cena over the ropes into the front row. Crushinator getting beat up. He said, I didn't even have a chair for you.
Yes.
But John Cena getting punished. Gonna see you in the next battle royale. He is exiting. And a nice ice wall. Gonna catch the ETC. Where's the Blizzard, my man? A nice Horrify coming out, but the jug of 1,000 bazillion cups gonna keep the rest, or all of Frank's Furters alive, but Brightwing gonna fall instead. And then following the Hogger.
ETC didn't die.
ETC did not die for that one. We're proud of you.
Oh, because I was like, he's saving it because they want to get to 20 so he can take Deathmosh, because then he gets some ultra value out of his death.
Oh, absolutely. Deathmosh, best mosh.
Oh my god, so fun. So fun. Like that you talk about like Dahaka tongue feeling horrible, but when you get caught in a Deathmosh, you kind of like tip your hat. You're like, ah, well played, sir. I killed you, but you killed me in return. Well played. But he is taking quite a bit, so he is going to have to back off. The pressure that they're putting on the center wave is going to be important because they're probably going to pull back and try to grab their own camp. And I think it's still a minute and a half left for the side of the siege camp for the side of Cael'Thas Can't Spell. So they're probably going to grab their camp in this bottom one pretty quickly because they won't be able to have any response yet because level 20s are on board. I'm going to go ahead and read off the 20
absolutely.
Talents.
Give us the Frankfurters level 20.
So Frankfurters taking Contagion for 20, Jug of 1,000,000 Cups, a Blade of Armor. I like that with the Gul'dan. Death Metal, yeah, there it is, and Execute for the Rainer. But yeah, you got the Death Mosh. But yeah, a Blade of Armor, that's going to be really useful. Really going to be able to punish on top of that Gul'dan. Not going to be able to stop him.
Especially with those dots, that dot damage is going to be. I mean, all damage strongly
it's halved
mitigated,
almost, right?
but yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be good. Try to.
Oh
try
yeah,
to
look at
lure
that
up the
healing. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, so they're going to have to be really careful. They don't have 20s. They just haven't played super defensive, which allows the Haka to go grab that bruiser camp. They can just hang out here with 4 for how long, you know? Like, there's so many entry points that they have available. Oh, Raynor looking at this Hogger. Are they trying to collapse on him? Let's look for the ETC to do some kind of a Q slide on it.
Hortapult
Hogger
out.
is going to use this Hortapult.
That is
Hortapult?
a heroic.
Yeah. Better heroic than a death, but that's going to be super important for this next objective. Still going to have 45 seconds on that. But they are going to have level 20s in time for this final fight, so they could come out on top, but things are struggling for them. So yeah, there's level 20s. They have
Hunter's
Blunderbuss.
Blunderbuss, Haunt, Shatter, Invisible Friends, and no control. Interesting to see no control on an objective in a team fight.
Yeah, I think that's what they need right now to turn it on their side.
But again, Brightwing not with.
Yeah. Saving it
group,
that blink heal, but
that phase shift coming in.
Crushinator is in trouble.
Not in time again. The Crushinator gonna go down before the Brightwing can get there. That feels so bad. There goes the Hogger though. Just back and forth, going to die to the Raynor, but getting out a lot of damage in the process. There's the Death Mosh, but everyone except for Brightwing already dead. No value out of the Death Mosh. Frank's Furters gonna clean up this objective and probably the game at this point. 4 dead, post level 20, getting a Molten Punisher. Nuclear Goose, welcome to the area. How you doing, my friend?
And then, I think right now ETC is just going to be selling band shirts out off of the back of his car for the rest of this game. Because I don't know if he's going to get back up in time to contribute. We'll have to see. 30 seconds left. He's going to race. He's going to hop in that tour bus and just race to the core, I think.
He did not take tour bus.
No, I meant like the metaphor, like the meta tour bus. That he's going to have 18 seconds to come back and he's going to drive across them.
And die again for the epic.
I shouldn't have used the
Mosh.
talent pick.
No, I know. That's why I'm giving you crap for it. So this Punisher still hasn't shown up yet. So there is a chance at a defense for CCS7 to come in clutch, get the defense, walk through the bot lane and take us into a game 3. But there's a bunny hop onto the Brightwing. Brightwing blink heal to the main, not far enough. Brightwing goes down. There's a fear. Raynor gonna go down. The shield finally broken through on the core. Falling fast, 75 and falling. The Diva with the disrupt. There's John Cena jumping on Ulysses and the Dwarf. And that is going to finish the set with the sweep for Frank's Furters.
Furters.
Ooh, that
Absolutely.
jumped out at me too. Congratulations to Frank's Furters on the sweep.
Yeah. A very clear and dominant showing. It's funny, this like you're looking at the stats here. Both Greymane and Gul'dan with the top damage, 67,000 from the Germain. Gul'Daniel with
Jermaine Jackson 5, Tito. What are you talking about,
Gul'Daniel
Brian?
with the 63,000. But they do lead the they lead the deaths by a tide on the side of Cael'Thas Can't Spell, but they do all so much damage. But I just kind of spoke to how much they were able to soak up. They did put a lot into ETC. He did die 4 times again, so getting the value where he can. 9 posthumous kill assists, no kills himself, so that says something. But it was another dominant showing from that.
Yeah,
if
Frank's
you were
Furters looking really good coming into this. Let me find Dallying Pig and look at getting a interview. Alden Zero, absolutely, I love casting. Thank you for coming to hang out. Let's see if I can find Dude Buddy and a half. So unfortunately, Pat, we are going to lose you for a minute. I will see you in a casting lobby.
Sure, I'll keep an eye.
Well, where are you? Are you back? You back? You back? You back? I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can see that. Can you not see these casting lobbies?
Yeah, I looked to find which one you were in.
Oh, okay. I am looking to find. There he is.
Hello?
Hey,
Frank.
oh, that's Frank. Frank, are you part of Frank's Furters?
Yes, I am.
Who were
Which
you?
one are you?
I was indecisive to the Haka.
Indecisive. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Is Dallying coming as well?
I believe it's just gonna be me.
All right, no worries. I wasn't sure because he just messaged me. Congratulations. I lost the puppy. Congratulations on your sweep coming into this match. How does it feel picking up a 2-0?
Well, first, thank you, and second, it feels pretty good. It's a big relief going through a series like that compared to what we played on Monday, which was less fun. So.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that that you got to turn things around. So, first, before we get to game one, call out from the chat. It's really solid right-clicking from Boggs both games, and he is absolutely the best minion in A tonight. So, game number one, that was your map pick, I believe, for Infernal Shrines.
Towers of Doom was game one. But
that's You're correct. That was the first test. You passed. Proud of you. Towers of Shrines, and a really solid showing. Y'all had what? But y'all had the potential for 3 globals, but y'all took the mosh pit instead, and that's okay. Tell us about your draft and kind of how y'all felt going through that game.
A lot of it was comfort picks. That's most of it, honestly. Is just this was like they just kind of left up a lot of things that we were like, all right, well, let's just do this. You know, we like that. We're good at it. So, and yeah, I mean, Taka. I feel like I didn't use my global as much as I could have. Like in other games, we've used it a lot more effectively, but I feel like we didn't really need it as much.
Yeah, it seemed like y'all had a lot of control. Were there any parts of that game 1 Towers of Doom game where y'all still weren't really sure how it was gonna go, looking out for these turning points, just kind of overall being careful, making sure you didn't lose control of the game?
The very beginning when we got the Diva mech and then they instantly killed our ETC, I was like, all right, well that sucks. You know, trade a half a kill for a full kill. But other than that, sort of moments where I'm like, okay, well that sucks. You know, I didn't really feel like at any point we were like spiraling out. Yeah.
It seemed like momentum was pretty big in your favor. That last fight, that last altar, I almost feel bad talking about it, but the fight really didn't go y'all's way, and both teams kind of split up, and then the altar was just left there. How did the team respond?
Right. So we lost ETC because I made a bad call. I was
Are you the
I
shot
said,
caller?
you know, let's so we kind of do a mix, but that particular call was entirely me. There was the 3 altars, and I was like, yo, we just need 2, and then we can get a fight, go boss, win the game. So I said, you know, leave theirs alone. And then they didn't take it at first. And I was like, well, fuck, let's just go for it. You know, like, why not? It's up. We're confident we can win the fight. Let's just go. And then we got there. We couldn't, we actually wouldn't have been able to interrupt, but the Sylvanas stopped channeling. Or whoever, Kerrigan, I'm sorry, not Sylvanas. They didn't have a soul.
Yeah, same thing, right?
Yeah.
They
Same character.
stopped channeling, and so we were like, okay, well, ETC died, so we backed off. And then I think what happened for them, obviously I can't say because I'm not on their team, but I think what they were thinking is, okay, well, if we go bot, get our tower back, then we'll have an extra shot. I still don't think that's a correct call. I think that you need to prioritize not losing the game there and just take it, But I
feel like I feel like there was just a miscommunication on that side, and they thought it was got.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so when we saw that they didn't take it, we were just like, all right, let's go back, and we just ran back in and got it.
And GG, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so game number 2. Is there anything from that?
I have one quick question.
I was about to ask that also, Pat. What's your question?
Were you guys gonna pick Falstad for another global, or is that a real ban? Because we wanted 5 globals, so we were hoping for it.
Falstad is something that we like. We just Raynor was open, and we didn't feel like we needed the Falstad. Yeah, we didn't feel like it was necessary with
Okay.
what we
I'm
had
just
going on.
curious of how global you guys were going. You were like, you have aspirations of global domination.
All right.
It looked that way. It looked that way.
So, indecisive or Frank, because you show up in 2 different ways right now.
Either or.
All right. Well, I guess the real question is, are these your Furters?
Absolutely, they are.
All right. So then you are the Frank. So Frank.
I am. Yeah.
Was there anything else in particular out of that game 1 that you thought was worth pointing out?
I was in a solo lane, so not a ton, you know.
That's fair.
Just sort of killing minions.
Okay.
I was surprised that I was able to keep up with D.Va. Honestly, I thought I would just lose the double soak there, but it ended up working out.
All right. So game number 2, you come to Infernal Shrines, and I believe that was their pick. Based off of y'all took first.
I think we got no, it was their map. That's right. My bad. Yeah.
So
Yeah, you guys had first pick.
Did y'all get the draft you were planning on taking in?
We were not planning on Lily, but other than that,
Yeah, a
for
healer
most
would have
part.
been nice, right?
Yeah.
Y'all went with
Yeah.
y'all went with 4 bruisers and a minion, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Other than Lily, it was pretty much what we wanted.
Yeah, and it worked out really strong. The area healing, the protection for the Raynor, while Raynor just go burr, and so. Were there? I'm gonna go ahead and ask you before we get to the other stuff. Was there any big points, anything that you wanted to point out from game 2?
Well, we doubled. Oh wait, never mind. We didn't double anything. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong stat. Game 2, not particularly. They actually outcamped us a lot, I feel like, and we just managed to pull through anyways.
Yeah, I think having the Hogger let them split up camps pretty well.
Right.
Were you worried about the macro at all? Because they gave a lot of objective pressure in exchange for macro potential, and obviously
Right.
it worked out in favor of the objective pressure. But there was a lot of times where they were just clearing and trying to come in at the last second for the save and then turn it into 5v5 after abilities have been used, things like that. Was that something that y'all were keeping in the back of your mind? How'd y'all approach those fights, knowing that if they were going to be fair at any moment?
So the only time that I was like the only time that we got a little bit flustered with it was when the very first objective, they put like 4 bot or something like that, and we were like, oh crap, what do we do? Obviously we figured it out, worked it out that people went bot, and we were able to hold it just fine. But yeah, other than that, I feel like we pretty much were, as soon as we realized what they were doing, where they just weren't going to contest objective and they were going to push instead, which is pretty common strat, although usually teams take Sylvanas when they do it, but either way, it's still pretty common. As soon as we figured that out, we were just like, all right, just play around it, and from there we didn't really have any problems with it.
Okay. Pat, anything in particular?
No, I think we kind of covered most of what I was thinking about discussing for that game too. Again, really impressive showing. Yeah, 4 bruisers and a minion. Great comp.
So one other thing real quick. Back in game 1, I'm pretty sure it was DJ Cold Cuts, but tell us about Animal Husbandry.
Oh, he is an absolute madman and does whatever he wants, no matter how many times you tell him to take something else. So.
Hey, it paid off. He had when we checked in towards the end, he was at 900 and counting, and he never died. So
yeah, he does stack it up pretty well. There are games obviously where it doesn't work out, and then we're like, all right, well, you're just an idiot. But
when it works out,
usually it worked out, you know.
All right.
So
especially when you survive with just a little bit of health, enough that the Animal Husbandry was the key. But it makes you wonder if the mitigation from the quest, kind of But that's we're not gonna tell him how to play his character. Well, you can. You're the team. But
you're the big wiener amongst the Furters.
Right. Jesus, Pat. So other than apparently your ritual animal sacrifice every team fight, trading the cow every single time, it seems like. Oh my goodness. Who, without watching the replay, without talking to the team, just off the cuff, who would you give the MVP to right now?
Boggs probably. He's usually, honestly, we should just nominate him every single time.
I mean, that's not fair. Just because he's a hyper carry doesn't mean he was.
I mean, well, again, I was in the solo lane, so even if I did, like who else? I'm gonna either nominate myself or him because I don't have much other knowledge on what happened in the games. You know what I mean? So.
That's fair. Yeah, soloing kind of sucks. You don't get shown on stream, and you don't see anything going on. And if you lose,
Right.
everyone's blaming you anyway.
Yep.
All right. Any advice for the aspiring offlaners out there?
Well, to be honest, I just kind of picked this up recently because
So
we've had
next
some roster
question.
swaps.
All right. What is your favorite? Describe your favorite taco.
I don't. I'm a little bit of an unpopular opinion here, but I'm not a big taco guy. But
Well,
honestly,
then you
my...
can get the hell off my
Tonight's the
stream.
night.
You can get the hell out of my cast. That was a trick question. The answer's always me, but for real, favorite food.
Favorite cheese, man. Favorite food in general, probably just mac and cheese. There's a lot of different varieties there.
Well, we're gonna get there. So describe your favorite mac and cheese.
I was really hoping that your favorite food was going to be a hot dog and a taco shell, and you just insist it's not a taco, it's a hot dog. Yeah.
Favorite mac and cheese would be my mom makes a killer baked mac and cheese. You know, with the breadcrumbs and everything.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's real nice.
All right. Pat, anything else for Frank before we give him the full floor?
I just prefer the craft dinner myself. Oh wait, I gotta say.
Oh my goodness! All right, you're fired.
Sorry, I'm a BNL fan. What can I say?
All right, Frank. So before we let you go, you've given us your MVP. You've given us your favorite food. Shout outs. Where can people find you and find Frank's Furters if any of those are applicable? The floor is yours, my friend.
I honestly don't know, but I think we have a Twitter. It would probably just be at Frank's Furters, but like I said, I have no clue. But anyway, shout outs to my boys Franco, Franklin, Francis, and Frankie.
Jesus.
And, yeah, that's all.
Nice.
All right, Frank. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful evening. Go celebrate with the team. Maybe go stomp some kids in ARAM or something.
You too. I'll see y'all.
All right. Have a good one, Pat. I'll call you right back.
All right.
Hey,
hello again.
Look at that. You know what? I think I prefer you the other way.
Oh.
So
That's fine.
So Pat, first time that we've finally gotten to cast together. I'm glad you can make it. I'm sorry that we didn't get a third game. But out of this match, what's your big takeaway?
So have as many frontliners as possible and just put Jimmy in the back. I think that's what I kind of learned. I like that. That sounds like a cool idea. Yeah, Frank.
We could look at that.
Yeah, like especially game 2. I think the other one was I was looking for global comedy, but yeah, you got the Diva, the Haka, ETC. You know, we make the joke that ETC and Lily are bruisers, but it's so much front heavy. I think they made the great call of banning out that joke, because that would have changed significantly against them.
That's what I meant to ask. If anybody from Frank's Furters is still in the chat, I want to know about the Chromie Cassia ban, or I think it was the consistent.
Yeah, they
first
banned
two
Chromie,
bans.
Cassia, then Joe for
Were
game
those
2.
targeted or meta bans, so to speak? If you're in the chat, please let me know. I completely meant to ask that, and I got thrown off.
Yeah, we got to talk about mac and cheese.
Okay, so if you, Pat, were to assign an MVP to this match, either team, honestly, MVP of the match, who is it?
You know what? I think I would give it to Boggs on the Rainer. I think he did a really good job, but you want to give at least like the assistant MVP to ETC, Daleen Pig. That's how you pronounce it.
Dallying?
Dallying?
Like quit your dallying?
Yeah. Quit your dallying, pig. Yeah, and die, apparently. But yeah, so I'll give it to Dying Pig as the co-MVP, because that was the combo. Cow die, Rainer kill. Cow die, Rainer kill.
Yeah, basically. And it just worked out really well. Okay, so we did get a response from Dallying Pig. Chromie just annoying. They play Chromie and Cass. Apparently they don't play Chromie, but Cass was targeted.
Yeah. Some conflicting scouting information coming into the chat.
Double psych.
Yeah.
All right, so they were definitely intentional bans, but maybe we don't know. All right, overall,
Yeah, no. If the Sloan Sands and the Joe had been in there, that would have ruined their multi-bruiser comp, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. Having a hard time getting through the mud. Mud comps are pretty strong right now. So, yeah. Did I assign a? I did. So Pat, again, thank you so much. I think we're coming to the end of this session. Who are you? Where can we find you? And who am I? Where am I?
I can't define
Where are you?
in a single sentence of who you are. But for myself, I'm a bit more of a simpleton. It's Prostman Pat. I'm around, hanging out in Bronze 4. But you can catch me on Twitter, Prostman Pat. Catch me on Twitch sometimes. I'll stream on my own.
And catch
Prostman
you outside.
Pat.
How about that?
Catch me outside. How about that, Cael'Thas? Yeah, I'm around. But you see me carrying with my Rainer with you and Regen Rebel. I don't know, maybe.
Because that's not free
showing...
scouting information.
Oh, well, no, that's more of a flex towards Boggs. Like, let me show you how to play Rainer.
Oh, I gotcha. Right, because the
it wasn't so much a scout.
Our division's not watching this anyway. It's fine.
Yeah, there's nobody from. If there's someone from E East watching this right now, I want you to out yourself in the chat right now.
Also proud of you.
I don't mean our team.
Also proud of you, and thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. So Prostman Pat on Twitter, Prostman Pat on Twitch. I am Taco. Thank you so much for hanging out. At the Little Taco on Twitter. I keep up with my. I think I forgot to tweet today's, but I usually will tweet out my casts. I'll tweet out Region Rebel activity, and also here at twitch.tv/ElTaquito on the Twitches. Did I say Twitch for At the Little Taco? That's Twitter. I don't know what is going on with.
I don't remember it anymore. Yeah.
But now that we've gotten it straightened up, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We're going to send you on over to Bahamut Gaming.
Bahamut.
Boohoo.
I think it's always pronounced, it's Bahamut and then like mutt as in dog. So Bahamut.
Bahamut.
Yeah.
No, he's a great guy, really great caster. Love having him in the NGS family. And with that, we bid you adieu. Say goodnight, Darian.
Good night, Darian.
Good night, Darian.
Everyone, tonight. Okay.